Greetings everyone, it's MMED Board again. Today we will be presenting some more ways to engage in healthy living. The main topic today is exercise, and we'll go over the benefits of exercise, how much exercise you need, how to exercise consistently, and what types of exercise will work for you. To start off, we'd like to talk about why you should even exercise in the first place. It is quite obvious that exercising can make you healthier and lose weight by increasing energy expenditure, especially when you are on a calorie-limiting diet. But exercise also has a lot of lesser-known benefits. Doing exercise leads to the production of more biochemicals in the brain that help improve cognitive functioning and combat and prevent cognitive disease. Exercise in some cases even leads to an increase in the total amount of brain matter. And counterintuitively to some people's ideas, it has been shown that exercise can actually lead to improvements in grades rather than detract from them. On top of that, physical activity helps to reduce the risk of developing diseases like type 2 diabetes, cancer, or cardiovascular disease, as well as improving strength and balance, builds healthy bones, increases your energy, reduces stress, aids in better sleep, helps to get rid of body fat, and increases concentration and productivity. Essentially, exercise may be a lot more useful and effective than previously known, even arguably making you smarter. So exercising is an incredibly effective and required method to stay healthy, sharp, and generally happy. Knowing how much exercise you need to do is also pretty important. The medical understanding of exercise groups the type of exercise by how intensive it is. They measure how much oxygen you are using out of your maximum oxygen intake to determine the intensity of your activity, usually grouping them into two categories of either moderate or vigorous intensity. Moderate intensity exercises tend to be easier and sustainable over very long periods of time, whilst vigorous intensity exercises tend to be difficult and exhausting. It is generally recommended that you do either moderate or vigorous intensity exercise to meet the exercise requirements set by the CDC, with the amount of exercise needed depending on the intensity. A good example of a moderate exercise routine is doing a brisk walk for 30 minutes 5 days a week, whilst a vigorous exercise routine would be a 75-minute jog or run every week. You can also mix and match, with walking for 75 minutes a week and jogging for 38 minutes a week, to the same requirement as 2 minutes of walking at a fast pace is roughly equal to 1 minute of jogging. If you do more than the minimum amount of exercise each week, your health benefits will also increase rather than plateau, so it won't hurt to try to overshoot for the amount of exercise you need to do every week.
However, it isn't exactly the easiest thing to start exercising consistently, as it can be a difficult habit to form. Some easy ways to start exercising at home are going for walks or runs around your neighborhood, or using pre-made workout videos such as those on YouTube. There are many different types of videos available for free on YouTube, and you can pick and choose between them based on your own goals. As a starting point, you can search up full body workouts, dance workouts, HIIT workouts, or specific muscle group training. It is generally more beneficial for your physical and mental health if the exercise is done outside, but depending on your situation, that may not be possible. If not, then try to find an open space in your house where you can make an exercise area and begin exercising there. It would also be a very good idea to get a workout buddy to keep you motivated. While you may be spurred on at the start, your motivation to keep consistently doing the exercise week after week can be difficult, and you may slide back into having less than optimal amounts of weekly exercise. So a good way to prevent this is by having a responsibility with someone else to exercise with. This may be in the form of a personal trainer, a loved one, a friend, or even a pet. If you aren't able to physically meet with anyone, then you could also do a phone or Zoom call where you talk to them while you exercise. When it comes to the type of exercise you're doing, we generally recommend focusing on aerobic activities. For those of you who may have forgotten, aerobic activities are those that have high amounts of oxygen expenditure, building lung capacity, and can be sustained over long periods of time, like walking, jogging, and swimming. Meanwhile, anaerobic activities tend to not rely on oxygen intake, focusing on building muscles, and are much more difficult to sustain over a long period of time. These type of exercise are things like weightlifting and sprints. However, you shouldn't ignore anaerobic exercises completely, as we'll talk about in the next healthy living video. Anyways, we'd recommend that you start off with moderate intensity activities like speed walking, if you aren't already exercising regularly, so you don't burn yourself out. And then, depending on what exercise you think would be best, you could keep moving forward towards vigorous exercise over time. Some examples of moderate intensity exercises to start off with are running, swimming, soccer, basketball, speed walking, dancing, yoga, weightlifting, or even joining a fitness class.
Well, thank you for tuning into another one of our healthy living videos. We hope you can use these tips to start or advance your workout routine. Have a great week and stay active. We'll be back next week with the Wellness Wednesday video. Bye!